It seems to me we have a pandemic of narcissism. And it needs to stop. Because it's making people miserable. They are living for the likes, for the attention. Look at me, look at me, look at me. Let's talk about it. Now, before I continue with this video, I want to thank all of you guys who have subscribed to this channel and joined this wonderful community during the last few days. It really means a lot to me, and I feel that we have kind of shown the the powers that be who tend to not like what I'm talking about. We've shown them that we are strong, and yeah, we won't take their nonsense, you know. So, oh, the water is boiling. Hold on. Yeah. So thank you. There was a young man called Narcissus. This is, I think it's Greek mythology here. We're talking Greek mythology, and Narcissus, he was a handsome young man. And he was out looking for love and walking around, and then he came across a pond, and he saw his reflection in the pond, and he fell in love with his own reflection. He couldn't tear himself away from that reflection in the pond, so eventually he died from I guess thirst and and was, you know, starvation, and that was it. That was his fate. Very sad. And it's in a way the same that we are seeing now. People spending all of their time on these easy apps. You know, I call them easy apps, like TikTok and what have you. Doesn't take much substance. It's all about looks. They're putting filters on their faces and all of that, you know, and they can't tear themselves away from that. And I believe that's very unhealthy. And what will you do that day that you don't get the likes anymore? You know, because this society is obsessed with youth. Then you're going to look at your life and you're going to realize that you were trapped. You were like Narcissus, looking at his reflection in that pond. So this needs to stop, and we need to also stop giving these people attention. And I get a lot of criticism for saying this, because, you know, it's, oh, you're a bad man, you're a misogynist and all that. No, I'm saying that stop praising these, especially women. It's especially women doing this. Stop praising them for their looks in social media. It doesn't do anyone any good. But you know, if someone has, let's say there's a female YouTuber making a wonderful video, yeah, wonderful, you know, and help her channel grow, and write a comment that this is a wonderful video that you made, and all that. But if it's all about looks, no. Need some coffee. It's very early in the morning now, actually. Skål. So what I'm seeing is a selfishness. I'm seeing how the legal system even is being adapted to cater for more selfishness and less community. So on one hand you have people becoming almost, well, trapped by social media apps, these easy social media apps, and also they use their smartphone all of the time. It's like it's glued to their hand. It's addictive. They're addicted. And it's not good. It needs to stop. And on the other hand, I think that we are seeing how even the legal system is being adjusted and changed to cater for people's selfish needs and their addictions. Now, what do I mean by that? Well, I'll give you a few examples. And some of them will, well, most of these will be some people will not like what I have to say here. Hold on. One example is jet skis. Jet skis were made legal a few years ago here in Norway, and now they drive around making a lot of noise out among the islands here, and people go there to find peace and quiet and connect with nature. You can't really do that when you have some idiot driving that jet ski. I hope I'm using the right word here. You sit on top of it and it's like a motorcycle on water. And they drive around and around and around. They disturb the wildlife and it's not nice. Are people using it in a responsible way? Some are not. And people have died. People have killed other people with those because they will run over people in kayaks and stuff like that. So yeah. But the laws were changed because of people's needs to have some fun. Abortion is another example. Yeah, I know I'll get a lot of trouble for saying this, but I don't care. I don't care. If you feel like writing a comment, a nasty comment about this, go ahead. I don't care. But I'll just say that when you expand the access to abortion up until birth, it's evil, and you're putting people's selfish needs in front of everything. It's wrong and it's evil, and the politicians who are enabling that, they're bad people. I believe that when you care only about attention and your selfish needs, your life becomes empty and shallow. And I think that these people, I think that they can sense that there's something missing, and they try to do the only thing they know to feel better. More attention, more likes, and it's a vicious circle, downward spiral into depression. What we need as human beings, I believe, is a sense of belonging, a purpose in life, meaning, and you don't get that through this constant need for likes and praise from people you don't know, people who don't really care about you. You could be gone tomorrow and they wouldn't care. They would find someone else filling that space. You know what I mean? It's not good what we're seeing now. And that's why I say, I suggest you try to check out the modern society. Yeah, I understand. Go back into modern society. Do the things you need to do. Maybe you need to work, and we all need to work, I guess. And use social media. Use it as a tool. Don't let it use you, And that means that you probably should, if you're sitting there and you've been spending hours that day on social media, maybe you should ask the question, am I using social media now, or am I being used by social media? That's I would guess that yeah, make up your own decision there. Okay. So yeah. Okay. Thank you for watching the video, and consider subscribing. I will be back in a few days with another video, and meanwhile you can check out one of the other videos that should appear on the end screen here. Thank you for watching.